Welcome to MMA on the Rise. I'm your host, Tom Ziegler. Tonight we're showcasing another outstanding fight, the 155-pound title fight for Fight Lab Pros, Jason Salvo versus Corey Von Egedy. Great action in this fight, back and forth, outstanding finish to the fight. Check this out.
Buffalo Wild Wings, you have to be here.
Jason Salvo!
All right, we got Jason Salvo coming to the cage. He's 4-3 as an amateur. He's fighting out of American fighter out of Charleston, South Carolina.
And so he's got a big win over Cody Wells in his last fight. He's a highly respected amateur at this weight class.
Yeah, Jason Salvo is he's a tough guy. He kind of brings a little bit of everything to the table. He's very resilient. He's been in some wars. I saw a really good fight between him and now pro Sebastian Woodjock. Very good fight. That was for Fight Lab as well. He's been in some very good fights.
Yeah, this is the first of 3 amateur championship fights on Fight Lab 20's main card. They're about to get that going here. Salvo's working his way to the cage.
Salvo and Von Egedy fighting for the vacant lightweight title as held by our main event, Kevin Ferrant.
Yeah, after Kevin Ferrant went pro, that title was left vacant, so now it gives Corey Von Egedy and Jason Salvo a chance to step up and claim that title. Ferrant did retire as an amateur, went pro without losing that title, but once you go pro, you got to give up that title because now you're in the pro ranks. It's almost like you're starting over.
You can't just take it with you.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting over.
Salvo's got a stiff test in front of him, Corey Von Egedy, 3-0 from Arikian.
Corey, very, very strong as a lightweight.
That was a fun entrance. I like that. Put out of the red corner from Egidy fighting system. Give it up for the heartbreaking Corey Von Egedy.
But Corey Von Egedy making his way to the cage. He's bringing good cardio. He's from Arikian, so you know he's got good wrestling, good takedowns.
Now, I believe he is actually the hot yoga instructor there, if I'm not mistaken. So that's one of their big things. I guess you could say their claim to fame. They're a wrestling school as well as a hot yoga school, and they contribute a lot of their success to hot yoga, which is actually kind of strange for an MMA team. But I mean, I guess they're looking at it from the strength and the overall flexibility of the fighters. It probably plays along with the wrestling skills they have.
Yeah, muscle endurance, strength, flexibility, all that stuff translates to MMA. I think you'll see more and more fighters. You've definitely seen it on the UFC level. Guys bringing in yoga instructors to help them out with not over their overall muscle conditioning, but also flexibility. It definitely translates in the cage.
Yeah, everyone's going to try to just, try to bring something different to the table. And hey, if it works, why stop it?
Hey, whatever edge you can find and it works for you, go for it.
You know, a lot of these guys are such athletes and they're training all their different skill sets. And each one of them are looking for that sort of that extra competitive edge. I mean, you know, whether it's a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more strength, a little bit more timing or agility, you know, they're constantly trying new methods along with the tried and true methods to figure out a way to, like I said, get that one little extra edge, because when you're competing in MMA, it's such a fast-growing sport. There's so many athletes of other sports that are coming over into it. The competition's getting tougher and tougher, and you need every bit of edge that you can get, because a fight can go either way in a split second, and sometimes just one slight difference and one little extra thing that you did that your opponent didn't do, even if it's kind of out there and kind of odd, it can make the difference in the fight.
And it's only a matter of time before other schools start catching on to what that competitive edge is. You know, hot yoga could be the next big thing that everyone's talking about next year.
Yeah, it's really kind of funny because, you know, years ago it was kind of a cookie-cutter format. You know, everybody thought, okay, you got to have your Muay Thai, you got to have your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that was it. And then guys, you know, started coming in and bringing in all kinds of variations. You got your wrestlers started pouring in. Everybody realized what the importance of the wrestling was. And then as time went on, you know, a lot of the more traditional styles with some of the kicking variations and some of the more intricate, I guess you say, kicking patterns have started to take on. I mean, people are landing front kicks in UFC to the face. I mean, people are doing jump kicks now, spin kicks. There was a recent spin kick knockout.
Showtime kicks off the cage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it's so new and more and more elements are being brought in. Things that were thought not to work before are working now because of the fact people have learned to adapt them to MMA, and also too, the athleticism of the fighter is just gone through the roof. Before, you know, you might have a fight where one guy was an athlete and one guy was just a guy who was just a street fighter, you know, that just wanted to give it a shot like a tough man contest. Now it's like at least 90% of these guys are training, and they're a lot of times they're coming in from other competitive sports where they were highly competitive, and you know, the athleticism is just through the roof. So now you're blending in all these different things to add those extra elements.
You're definitely right there. Von Egedy's now entered the cage. He's looking absolutely shredded. He's looking confident. He's running around the cage. Looks completely comfortable and ready to go.
And we've got Bruce Foster making the announcements right now.
Dr. Krill, counting for the knockdowns. My timekeeper, Mr. Kenny Letts, Sr. From the North Carolina Boxing Authority, Mr. John Dudley is at cage side.
And these guys look huge at 55. Lots of muscle packed into both of these guys. Von Egedy looks to be the more lean, explosive fighter. However, we know that Salvo has got a good ground game. He showed that in his triangle submission of Cody Wells last fight.
He's been in the Notebook. He's been in all kinds of great movies like Die Hard 1, 2, and 3. He's the former three-time lightweight kickboxing champion of the world, Mr. Dale Sunshine Fry. Here we go. This fight is brought to you by Sam Smart and Monster Energy Drinks. I understand Mr. Eric Mixon's in the house with us tonight. Thank you very much, sir. First, let me introduce you. Fighting under the blue side of the cage, he's wearing the black trunks trimmed in red. He stands 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. His record, 4 wins against only 3 losses. Representing American Fighter from Siegel, Pennsylvania, please welcome to the cage, Jason Salvo! His opponent on the red side of the cage, wearing the black trunks. He stands 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. He is undefeated in the cage at 3-0. Representing Rickion Fighting Systems out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Please welcome to the cage, Your referee is Dale Fry.
A weekend, maybe.
All right, we got Dale Fry, our referee, giving last-minute instructions. You know, this is this has potentially to be a really good fight. I expect you know, Von Egedy to probably immediately go for the takedown. But you know, Jason Salvo's got some good submission skills, so you know, who knows? They
bring some good experience to the cage, and the belt is on the line.
Von Egedy doesn't always seem to be as aggressive as a lot of the wrestlers that come out of Arikion, but you know, he still has that same sort of style.
Well, the funny thing is that Von Egedy actually doesn't have a wrestling background. He just trains at a wrestling school, and if you watch his previous 3 fights, you've seen that, you know, he's kind of picked it up pretty decently.
They're both trading some good leather here. Von Egedy gets the takedown. Good change of levels.
And that's the classic Arikion style that we look for.
Unfortunately, on his way down, he fell right into Salvo's guard.
He's got Salvo's half guard. Egedy staying busy. Nice sweep.
That was a nice little reverse butterfly sweep that he snaked in there. Now, you know, I'm curious to see how Von Egedy looks off his back.
Yeah, that's something we haven't seen in any of Von Egedy's fights.
You know, he's expected to have, you know, obviously with the yoga, he's expected to have good strength, good muscle control, good flexibility, which will play well for a guy fighting off his back in the guard. But, you know, with him being in a predominantly wrestling-based school, how often do they train on their back as far as submissions, or is he going to just look to get a stand-up?
He's doing a good job controlling posture. He's gone feet and hips.
Left side of Corey's face starting to swell up a little from shots he had eaten earlier in the
throwing
round.
strikes from the bottom.
You know, it looks like he's kind of going for a grapevine, almost like he's trying to take Salvo's base, but you know, Salvo's doing a good job about moving. It doesn't look like Von Egedy is really trying to set up too much of a submission. Looks like he might be trying a triangle there, but it's kind of
yeah, he's controlling that wrist. Usually that's indicative of a triangle setup. However, he's not switching his hips out. He's basically controlling posture, trying to avoid strikes.
Yeah, I think Salvo's aware of it, and I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He keeps doing the grapevines there, trying to pull the it looks like he's trying to pull the base out of Salvo, but the angle that he's pulling, I don't know that that's going to give him what he's actually looking for. Salvo's got a good base. Salvo's been here before, so I look to see Salvo's going to keep kind of pounding in here in a moment and probably try to pass.
Von Egedy going over possibly for a Kimura here. If he locks it in, he's a strong boy. He could pull this out.
Yeah, Salvo staying calm.
Salvo needs to put his head back in the center, on the center of Von Egedy's chest, and center up, because as long as he keeps his head on the wrong side like that, well, he's able to pull it out. But the key for Salvo there is to keep his head centered. Every time that Von Egedy gets his head over to one side, he has the ability to attack the arm and get that. Most of your attacks off your back come from an off center, come from a side angle attack.
He's posturing up, laying some good strikes down.
Definitely staying busy, trying to avoid the stand-up by the ref. Now these being championship fights, these are 4 rounds or 4 minutes apiece each round, as opposed to the 3-minute amateur prelims that we had witnessed earlier.
I believe these are actually 5 4-minute rounds for the being a championship fight. So we got 20 minutes of potential fighting here. So there's going to be a test of their cardio if it goes into those 4th and 5th rounds in the championship rounds. Salvo's dropping some nice leather there, picking his shots. He's not doesn't look like he's trying to overextend himself. He's picking his shots, posturing when he can. Again,
he's got him against the cage. It's going to be difficult. He's definitely posturing up now. Von Egedy trying to push away. He's past his guard. He's in good side position.
Landed a bomb there. Going to
step back into half guard to lay down some damage.
Now, you know, that was kind of interesting. Salvo actually was in half guard, and he could have passed, but he actually chose to pull Von Egedy's legs up and maintain guard. Sometimes when you get, maybe he's taking the strategy, you know, you get a wrestler on his back, let's keep him there. Let's don't even take a chance of passing. Let's keep him down on his back, even though Von Egedy's not classically a wrestler. He trains at a predominant wrestling school. That's end of round number 1.
For Captain and Colas.
So, how long do you think before they realize we're gone?
Hey, here we go.
We got all night.
Captain Morgan. Got what it takes to be a captain?
Vanilla Gorilla, and you better be watching MMA On the Rise.
Both guys had their moments in that round. It's a nice sweep by Salvo to maintain position. he definitely controlled that position from there on out. Starting round number 2.
Both these fighters still look fresh.
Yeah, they definitely trained hard. This is a title fight.
Von Egedy going to the body.
Good shot. Nice combination from Von Egedy.
Oh, Salvo's a little stunned. Von Egedy needs to move in for the kill there.
Salvo showing some heart.
Von Egedy laying some bombs on Salvo.
Salvo keeps moving forward.
Looks like he may have gained his composure by now.
Now that's the thing with Salvo. He'll take a hit and he'll keep moving forward. Sometimes that works to his advantage. Sometimes that he gets the worst end of it.
Tough guy showing a good chin there because he definitely got hit with some good shots.
Oh yeah, Von Egedy working that body, that right hook.
It seems like he's trying to take the wind out of Salvo there because he figures, you know, if this goes into later rounds, that's going to really take its toll.
Well, the body shots will definitely do that.
Salvo switching from southpaw to orthodox.
Trying to give Von Egedy a different look, slow down his attack.
Jason Salvo tends to punch with his chin up a little bit, and that's what got him eating that shot before.
Another good body shot.
Now, but
Von Egedy ate a shot coming in there.
Yeah, Salvo landed a lead hook there. Now Salvo keeps leading off with that leg kick, which Von Egedy is trying to set up that right hand off of it. If
nice
he lands
counter by Salvo.
Yeah, Salvo did counter that last leg kick.
There it is. He was looking for that right hand because it's always a little dangerous to lead in with a leg kick like that.
Salvo
he gets a single leg, but he's got a choke sunk in.
He's going for a head and arm choke. If he can walk around and catch Von Egedy's legs. Now he's spinning to his back. Von Egedy, nice scramble.
Good scramble by Von Egedy. Back to their feet. And they're back where they started. Wing and punch.
Good series, good scramble, good transitions. Well done, both fighters.
Both these guys are putting a lot out there in this round. You know, we'll have to see if they're going to be able to hold up if this makes it into that 4th, 5th round. Are they going to hold up?
Salvo bleeding from the mouth and nose. He's definitely fighting with his mouth open. Not sure if his nose, he can breathe through it or not.
Von Egedy looked like he had Salvo there, but he kind of let up at the end.
Von Egedy's starting to develop a nice red welt on his left leg from those leg kicks coming from Salvo. But also, two Salvos eating some
big right hand by Von Egedy.
Nice chin on Salvo. He just eats the punch and comes right back.
Salvo throwing his own haymakers there.
Nice. Body shot.
Looked like it was
a body shot. It looked good.
Salvo complaining that it may have been low.
From my vantage point, that knee was legit.
The ref didn't stop it. You don't stop till the ref stops it.
Von Egedy hammering down. He's got him in big trouble here. Salvo trying to fight his way to his feet. Good shots to the head.
Von Egedy.
Another big right hand.
To the body, to the head, back and forth. He is relentless right now. The ref is
Salvo still fighting, still trying to get up. His eyes are still clear, still trying to focus.
Von Egedy dropping hammer fist now on Salvo's side.
He's in good position, throwing big right hands. Referee taking a quick look. 10 seconds in the round. Can he finish? Can he finish?
Del Fly's taking a real close look at this.
What a fight.
Great fight, great round.
The hardest part of transformation is the perspiration. But you don't have to break a sweat to transform yourself on the internet. Because when you need a no-sweat domain name and website, the strongest choice is GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy.com. Domains, websites, and everything in between.
Well, the belt's on the line. These guys have cage experience. You want to let them fight. You want to give them a chance to recover.
very fast pace by both of these fighters here. We're going to see if they can maintain that pace for the third round.
Gotta tell you, Von Egedy clearly won that round, almost finished him. Credit to Salvo, tough guy. Definitely kept fighting, definitely kept trying to get up. Von Egedy was all over him.
In the house, taking pictures. Up here in the red shirt, looking like a peel.
I noticed Salvo's grabbing his rib there. I'm wondering if he didn't actually maybe crack or fracture a rib there.
He definitely dropped it after that knee to the body. It looked legit to me. The referee didn't think it was low, and the fight went on.
In Salvo's case, hopefully Von Egedy didn't see him rubbing that rib in between rounds like that, because he's going to start gunning for it.
Von Egedy was already throwing shots to the body there, both from the stand-up and when he was on top. So,
good right hand. 3 good right hands.
Oh!
Salvo's got him in trouble.
Salvo needs to get across and start dropping bombs immediately.
He's going for knee and belly.
He needs to keep punching there. He needs to keep punching. He has him really rocked. Von Egedy's trying to.
Von Egedy not in a good
position
right now.
He still got him.
Eating shots. Said something to the ref. I don't know what it was.
Shot after shot. Referee taking a close look. Salvo putting a beating on Von Egedy.
Von Egedy just eating him.
Again, Del Fra being very
lenient.
Yeah, I mean, he's letting this fight go, which is what I like. I like to see a ref when a ref just lets the guys fight.
Both fighters have been in this position now. This is exactly how the last round ended, except it was Von Egedy on top. Salvo changes gears. Can he finish? Lots of time left in the round.
Austria just dropping bombs on the face of Von Egedy. I'm surprised the ref has let it go on this long. I mean, Von Egedy's just eating shot after shot.
He's about to get the mount. This is not going to be good.
Now from here he's posturing up. It's going to really surprise me.
He's got to finish. He's got to finish. Von Egedy trying to power out of it. Salvo keeping him flat, posturing.
Salvo needs to keep punching. If he
punches, this is going to be
Von Egedy flat, goes into, just curls up, gives up his back.
He's giving up his back. He's going to sink in the choke. There it is.
Salvo for the choke.
There it is.
It's maybe over.
He's putting in the squeeze.
Maybe over soon, folks.
Wow. Yeah, it's deep. He's got it.
Not a fight by Corey, though.
He's got it. There's the tap.
Salvo wins.
That's the tap. Salvo with a come-from-behind victory. You have got to be kidding me. Holy ninjas, Batman.
Rear naked choke finishes Von Egedy in the third round. What a battle we just saw.
That was a fantastic fight. Fight Lab 20 living up to the hype. That was incredible. Back and forth action. Both these guys have great heart, great fighters, great warrior spirit.
1 minute, 58 seconds into the third round. Your winner by rear naked choke and new Fight Lab 155-pound champion, Jason!
You hear that, folks? The Fight Lab lightweight title now has a home.